Here's one of the methods I use for spreading seed. Now this is clover. It's very, very small. And all I do is I've had spreaders and all that, and that works. I just basically throw it out there. It's nice and spread. Okay, and I'll show you here in a minute the angles and why I'm doing it out here in the open. I'll go over that in a minute. Okay, here's what I got. What I do is when I'm planting my seed, I try to only plant within line of the overhead door. Now I've got a chair just inside that overhead door just to the right. That's my 30 by 30 deer stand. And for those of you who are going to lose your mind about growing food crops for deer or whatever, baiting, I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. This is Texas, it's legal. We actually feed the deer all year long. We still just take our limit. Now what I do is, from right here where I'm standing, I can barely see that overhead door. So when I throw my seed, I throw it from here this way. So I put all the clover out where I can see the deer. I don't plant or throw seed back here. Okay, and I'm going to show you multiple different views and angles to where I'm not throwing versus alleys that are back here in this section. Okay, there's my deer camera. I had to open it up and shut it off. And the deer come out from down over there in the far corner. They come out here in the bottom. I've got a tree stand there that I get into. So I do throw a little bit of the seed back here, just really for that deer stand. If somebody wants to get in the deer stand up there and not be up there in the shop, they can do that. But I do, if I'm in view of the shop, I will get behind these trees here. There's a little alley back here. That alley goes all the way around, and I will do a little bit back there so they can start feeling comfortable. And there's my deer feeder. So I can actually see this from the house. The house is way up there on the other side of the trees, but I can see deer down here when I'm up at the house. So that's kind of nice. And we had a couple deer go through the front yard yesterday morning, I think it was. So I'm going to give you a couple more shots, but that's what I do. Is I think I've already showed you how I throw it. It's just a simple throw. I don't use a bunch of throwers. I've had them, I've done them. They work really great. But in a pinch, you don't have to have a big commercial thrower. Okay, so we'll keep moving. Now right here's another view. Let me back up here. Kind of show you some of why I like this area down here, why the deer like it. There's these vines right here. These are muscadine. It's a great, the deer like them. I got persimmons all over the place. Those are going nuts this year. It's probably because I've been working on the property for a few years. Now, as you start to notice, there's a little bit of seed in here I threw the other day. I threw some oats and some food plot, but now I can see the shop from here. Now, I'm going to throw seed generally only where I can see. And I'm throwing it elongated this time because I want them to stop in here. I don't necessarily have a clear shot from here, but if I can get to where I can see them from here, then I can get prepared for a shot for me and my son. Okay? And then there's another area over there. That's the bottom of the rifle range area, and I'll throw some over there in a minute. But I'm going to move up there, the other side of this little brush pile, and get up there a little closer and get some more up in there. Back into the rifle range here. I've got some stuff I hit with the brush hog when I was mowing, so I got a little trash pickup to do. But I can see that door from here. So what I did was I just spread the seed on this line all the way up and to the left. And I didn't go too far over here this way to the left, because I got to be actually right there at the far end of the overhead door to make it work. But that's it. So other than the mowing, which I do have a tractor and brush hog, that's always nice to do. It kind of preps the soil, gets it all dug up, gets the grass cut. Other than that, I've had the other equipment that'll press the seed in and all that and get the maximum amount of contact. If you can get all of that, that's great. I mean, that's awesome. And it really, your production of whatever you're trying to grow, whatever seed you've got, is going to go up. But I've got rain coming in either tonight or tomorrow. And since the seed is so small, I believe that you've only got to be 2% smaller, or two times the width of the longest part of the seed under the ground. So the rain will push this clover right in. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find some. Let's see. Okay. Right there's some oat seeds. I threw those out yesterday. I got some other bigger seeds. There's some more oat. So I've got all kinds of seed out here right now. I did a food plot mix a big old 50-pound bag of that. This is a 50-pound bag of clover. I won't use it all here. I put some down here. I put some up by the house, up by the orchard. And the reason I've done the clover, more or less, one, it does bring the deer in. It will bloom and die out in the spring, from what I'm understanding, on the crimson clover. But it's also a great nitrogen fixer. And I'm trying to really kind of fix this property a little bit. Try to get it up to where it'll start producing for me. So that's it. You can see that chicken's over there raiding the feeder. So corn kicked here a little while ago, so they're over there raiding that. So that's it. It doesn't take a lot. You just kind of get out here, stir it up. There's one of those big seeds right down the ant pile. But you just get out here and you mow and do what you can, get it knocked down. It is, we're about the 10th of October. Storms are starting to come in and out, and it's kind of been a cool year, so hopefully this is going to be a good deer season. And you can see the deer got lots of cover. They come from over there behind the shop and work your way down this way. I've actually had them walk up just between me and the barn, right there by my shop, and be at 20 feet. And I'm sitting there with a rifle, and I couldn't move because they're right on top of me. And I had to wait and let them get down here. So they do come in close. And that's it. So we got targets down here. It doesn't bother them. I've been finding I've got a lot of hickory trees on the property. There's another hickory tree coming up right there. So it's really been an exciting couple of years as I've gotten with people out here at the Wood County Master Gardeners Program and talked with them and started IDing plants and what's what. This right here is a muscadine. I'm finding them all over the place. Apparently they're getting tracked back here because the deer go up front in the front yard, eat the muscadine, come back here, and they shit the seeds out. So I got muscadine all over the place. Other than for wine or jelly for us, it's not really worth a lot, but the deer love them, and that's why we had 2 deer up in the front yard the other day. My little radical chickens over there. I leave these little lines, and I've got logs in here, which is a really good reason for me not to mow that. But I like to leave cover. I don't want an open pasture. You're not going to get as many deer in an open pasture as you will in cover. So I like to give them cover with little alleyways for me to see them. It gives me time to ID them, see if they're legal, see if it's anything I want. I'm not a trophy hunter, I'm a meat hunter, but it's kind of exciting when you get, 120 pounds of meat with a big old nice rack. So there you have it. I think that's about done for the planting. One more thing I want to show you up here. This is a mineral lick that I got probably 3 years ago. The first year we were out here. It's still here. And you can see nothing really grows around it because it kind of got killed off. I threw it there. It's salt and minerals, hoping to kill off that stump. But it's been here for years, and I think it cost me 10 bucks. So it'll go a long way. You can see up here on my feeder that I've got a solar charger on it. It goes into my feeder motor, recharges my battery. I'm getting a pretty good kick out here of seed. It's not going too far, so therefore it stays up close to the feeder. Makes it easier for my son when he's out here shooting. Over there's the gangsters, guineas. So that's it. I mean, hunting isn't that hard. It's nice if you got property. If you can get a plot and just clear it out a little bit like this. Leave you some small meadows, seed it up, bring them in, feed them, and again, feed them all year long, because we are the people who, environmentalists, we're the ones who make sure that the deer are always here, not just during season. It's nice to see them. Alrighty. Well, thank you much. I hope you got something out of this. I know it was short, but got a lot of stuff going on. Have a good day.